Edwin.
Your Chelsea man at Dennis Ketong.
Chelsea man, guys, we are from game week 34. It was a double game week 34. We are to game week 35. And things are getting hotter. In fact, we are not cooling down any soon. So, we are heading to match week 35. And on Saturday, 6th of May, 2023, after we play game week 35, that means 3 games will be remaining for the season to come to an end. But as things look, things are getting hotter. So at 17:00 on Saturday, Bournemouth will be at home against, let me say, struggling Chelsea.
Okay. Not an early kickoff per se, but it's one of those matches. So guys, welcome back to the Gatekeepers TV. Let's start by you checking the table, how it stands right now. Of course, Manchester City are back on the table. On top of Manchester City being back on the table, your main man, one Erling Haaland, congratulations to him. He's actually managed to surpass the all-time Premier League goal scoring record per season, which was being held by Andy Cole and Alan Shearer, which was 34 in 42 games. This guy has managed to score 35 in 33 matches. Man, hail he the king, the Viking, Mr. Haaland. And before I move from that story, let's also indulge and congratulate some other guys from Serie A. So congratulations to Napoli. After 33 years, these guys, Napoli, are back to win their first trophy. It's been a minute. So they are they are now the new champions of Serie A. Courtesy of course, your main man, Osimhen, helped them. He is the one who scored the equalizer, and it was very instrumental in helping them win. The game ended 2-1, so congratulations, Napoli. So back to Premier League. Today I'm doing a Chelsea jersey, of course, because, you know, in case you forgot, I'm still a Chelsea fan. We might be down, but we are not out. But this is what we are going to do.
Condolences.
So Chelsea will be facing Bournemouth away. And mind you, in match week 34,
yes,
Chelsea lost. It was a bittersweet loss, but it's okay. Arsenal managed to win the derby. The match ended 3-1. The only goal for Chelsea was scored by Madueke, but it is what it is. So now that makes it 6 losses for Lampard. So Lampard, I think we should be praying for you, man. You can't leave Chelsea without even a single win in your second comeback. But it is what it is.
Never go back to it.
Bournemouth versus Chelsea. These two teams met in the first leg, and Chelsea got a better hand of them. So Chelsea won by 2-0. They in fact kept a clean sheet. But now they're going to meet Bournemouth, a team that is also not safe from relegation, but they're trying to get maximum points to get themselves from the relegation. In match week 34, they won, right? And Bournemouth is Bournemouth. They're neither here nor there, but they can actually surprise you if you are not careful. So Lampard has an assignment with Chelsea, Chelsea squad, he's actually looking for his first victory as a coach. And it's been a minute since Chelsea won, so Chelsea kazi ipo. So still, of course, some few injuries here and there, but we saw Kai Havertz returned. He came in as a sub in the second leg. Most of the players are there, but of course, others injury, but major players I can say that they're there. But the main people, of course, Reece James and Mount, we told you, out of the season. They're out for the entire of the season. And of course, Koulibaly is also out. But above all, Thiago Silva is there. We also the save that he made. And it is what it is. So let's see how it goes. So this one, I'm not even going to bore you guys a lot. This is going to be a tricky match. Chelsea being away, we are being pushed to win this match. And I feel like we should win it. Just for the respect sake. So I can't wear this jersey and lose, mark my words. So we are going to win this game by just 1 goal.
One goal.
1 year.
You're going to keep a clean sheet?
Yes.
This one, Chelsea are more, okay, Chelsea, this one you have to win. But considering the fact that you will be away, please, you have to win. So this one I'm going with Chelsea to win this game by 2-1. Man City against Leeds. The game will be at Etihad. Now, just to be precise, Man City at Etihad. We know their history. On the other side, Big Sam Allardyce, the new Leeds boss, said that he's way better than Pep, Klopp, and Arteta. And Pep said, I agree with him. So be sure Leeds are not going to get less than four goals. So I'm going with 4-1. in favor of Man City.
Talk of 4 goals, I think Leeds lost by 4-3 over the weekend. But it is what it is. So they're going to face a red-hot new Man City, a team that they are sitting pretty on top of the table, and the citizens are actually seeing an opportunity of them winning the Premier League again. It's actually in their hands. So the question is, can they actually bottle it up? It's neither here nor there, but this is football. Surprises always occurs, but we are open to it. But sincerely speaking, Haaland enjoys scoring at home, and clearly Pep is Pep. We've seen De Bruyne being rested in 2 games in this double game week, so trust you me, they're going to be back. This is a win for Man City, 3-0.
Tottenham against Crystal Palace. Tottenham is a team which is inconsistent. We've seen it. They were battling. Okay, they were in the race for top 4, but right now as things are going, we can't consider them anymore. So they will be at home against Crystal. I'm going with the 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Tottenham lost once again in match 35. Crystal Palace, as usual, it was a wonderful game. Crystal won by 4-3. It was 4-3, I remember. It was a crazy game. Crystal Palace seems to be back. By the guys, for your information, Luis Zaha is back, and he returned by scoring a goal. Eze has been doing the most, and also this Ghanaian guy, Andrew Ayew, seems to be also doing the most. He's scoring goals once again. So I feel like this is going to be a big game since it's going to be a London derby. Tottenham needs to make sure that they correct their mistakes, but still something is not clicking. Having said that, I feel like I'm seeing a 2-2 draw here.
Wolves against Aston Villa. Well, right now Aston Villa are on form, and they lost to Old Trafford 1-0, courtesy of Bruno Fernandes. So I feel like they'll be wanting to bounce back against Wolves, who will be at Molineux. To be honest, Wolves this season, they have not impressed me. So this one I'm going with the Aston Villa to win this game by at least 3-1.
Wolves versus Aston Villa, it's always a big game. It's always a very competitive game. Wolves always gets the better hand of Aston Villa. But currently, we all know that Aston Villa, they are cruising. They are enjoying their best run under Unai Emery. So saying that, I feel like Wolves should be very afraid at Molineux, and they should be very afraid. Oli Watkins has gone like 2 games without scoring, and we know what happens when he doesn't. So I feel like they should be bouncing back and winning this game by 2-1.
Liverpool against Brentford. Now this one will be at Anfield. First leg, Brentford won against Liverpool by 3-1. Now Brentford, they know at Anfield you never walk alone. Now the game, Liverpool right now, I feel, when they look from afar, they can see a possible top 4. So right now, I believe this one is going to be a revenge. So Brentford, okay, Liverpool is more likely to win, but I see something here. But anyway, Liverpool will win 2-1.
Liverpool, Brentford at Anfield. In match 35, we saw how Brentford came back and actually scored a late goal to win that match by 2-1. Tony scored, he returned back on the score sheet. And also for Liverpool, we saw they won in both games. They had 2 games in double, because match 35 was a double game week. They won both their matches. The last match ended in 1-0, courtesy of Mo Salah. Mo Salah currently has 18 goals. He's been doing the most. It's not been his good season, but he seems to be getting goals here and there. So congratulations to the Egyptian wonder player. So as these 2 teams comes to play, I feel like it's revenge time. Liverpool lost 3-1. It was a bittersweet victory, of course, for Brentford. They enjoyed it. But right now, as they're coming to Anfield, I feel like the Reds are prepared to grab their revenge. So this, I'm giving it a 2-1 win for Liverpool.
Newcastle against Arsenal. Now this game will be played at St. James Park. St. James Park. Now Newcastle are very serious with that number 3 position. Arsenal, the question is, have they lost hope to the title? No, because Zinchenko said they have not lost hope. If they had lost hope, they shouldn't be playing. On the other side, Arteta said they'll fight till the end. Now this one is a game which is going straight to the wire. Newcastle right now at home, We know what they're doing, scoring goals not less than 3. Isaac right now, Callum Wilson, Eddie Murphy, that's his name. Then we have people like who? Actually, that team, to be honest, that team is bad, real bad.
Bruno Guimaraes, Nick Pope, Ban, Trippier. Need I not even to continue? So guys, Newcastle will be at home, as Pogba just told you. They will be welcoming Arsenal. Arsenal, a team that has actually they bounced back, of course, with Chelsea by winning 3-1. In that game, they showed some stamina, stability, and some zeal to actually fight for this title until the end. It was a good game, yes. We lost as Chelsea, but it is what it is. So as they're coming to face Newcastle, Newcastle is a team which in match week 35, they also came from behind to win 3-1 with goals. Wilson came from the bench and scored a brace. And of course, there was an own goal. So the match ended 3-1. So this means, oh, what a coincidence. The match ended 3-1 for them, also for Arsenal, it was 3-1. Anyway, so these two teams are meeting, position number 2 and number 3 in the Premier League.
Yes.
Remember, both teams have interests. Newcastle wants to cement the position 3. Arsenal wants to try and actually win this trophy after 19 years of dry spell. So which means this is going to make this game to be a very tight game. Remember, in the first leg, the game ended in a barren draw. That's 0-0. So I feel, and that game was played at Emirates. So I feel like back here, both teams feels like they have what it takes to win this match. I will say that it's a battle of two teams with equal strengths right now. When you talk of, in terms of attack-wise, both teams can attack from their flanks and of course from their strikers. When you talk of defense, I feel like now that's where the difference is, because Newcastle are the best in terms of defense-wise. Their team are more solid considered to Arsenal, now that Arteta confirmed that Saliba is not yet fit to return. So let's see how it goes. So on this match, Pogba, I'm actually excited about it. For me, it's going to be the match of the day, and I'll be looking forward to it. So this is a match whereby, trust you me, allow me to play a devil's advocate. In as much as I love Newcastle this season, they have been playing well, but just for the sake of the title race, I feel like Arsenal will be pressing until the end. So this is going to be a 3-2 win for Arsenal.
Well, this one, Newcastle will be at home, and right now they're on fire. But something that is a bit, right now they're conceding. They're conceding, though not more goals, but Newcastle are conceding. Same to Arsenal. That tells you there'll be no clean sheet because they both have lethal strikers. I'm going with a 2-2 draw, to be honest. West Ham against Manchester United, another away game for Manchester United, where we all know away games for Manchester United, they're not performing really well at away games. And after the match yesterday, I remember the players were very much disappointed. They said, we will try to rewrite this one. Ten Hag said they'll try at least to get a good result away because they're meeting West Ham. On the other side, I feel like West Ham lost 3-0 to Man City, so they'll be looking to bounce back. I go with a 1-1.
West Ham and Manchester United, this match being played on a Sunday, and of course Manchester United, the Red Devils. So the issue is, will the Devil actually prevail on Sunday?
They'll play the Devil's advocate.
In the last two matches when these two teams have met, Manchester have won 1-0, 1-0. And it's not a game which usually have many goals, but Manchester United seems to be keeping clean sheet on it. On the other side, West Ham are not safe still from relegation battle, so they are also trying to fight to get out of that space. So with that pressure there, it means that it's going to make this game to be a very tough game. Manchester United also have a special interest of finishing in the Champions League spot. They are going for top 4. Top 4 so far is not safe because it's anyone's spot to clinch. The battle right now is between Liverpool, Tottenham, Brighton, right? Yes. Those three teams, yeah.
For number 5 or?
For number 4.
Okay.
Let's say 4 and 3 because even Newcastle are not safe.
We are not safe.
No one is safe, basically, yeah. So that means that for you to be safe, you just need to keep on winning all of your games. But if you drop points, the people who are behind you will capitalize on the same.
Very well.
So having said that, I feel like Manchester United, are eager to actually come back and do a revenge, or not really revenge, or they are eager to come and prove that they want to make a comeback after losing 1-0 in the dying moments to Brighton.
Very painful
On a penalty from Leicester.
My guy.
So they really need to come back. So this is a game which I feel like it's going to be tricky, but for parity's sake, I'm looking at a 2-2 draw.
Fulham against Leicester. Fulham will be at home playing against Leicester. Two teams which Fulham started very well, but along the way, things have not been going well with them. So this one, I'll go with Fulham to win. I'll go with them to win this game by at least 2-1.
Guys, these are Monday matches. Yeah, we've combined them all in this, so don't be watching this video on Saturday and you're wondering why are we on Monday. It's because we've combined all this. So, Fulham versus Leicester, two teams which Fulham has been better. Leicester have been inconsistent. Of late, Fulham are dropping points. Leicester, you don't know about them. So this is a game whereby allow me to favor Fulham at home, 1-0.
Brighton against Everton. Brighton is a team I have fallen in love with the whole of this season, even more than Newcastle. Although I want one of them to be in the top 4. That's for sure. I want one of them in the Champions League next season.
At the expense of you?
I don't know.
If you know, of late, Newcastle, you're in love with Newcastle. And of course,
With Brighton.
you're also in love with your team, Manchester United.
Yes.
So between Manchester and Newcastle, who do you want to sacrifice? Anyway.
Okay, between Brighton and Newcastle, I want one of them. So which means the other one will be occupied.
So chances are your dreams might be made valid, but unfortunately, your team might pave way for Brighton. Anyway.
Okay, Brighton, these people, they're sixth. They're sixth. This was after winning against Manchester United. So they're at 55 points and with 2 games in hand. So I'll go for Brighton. So believe you me, they will be at home. They're going to win this game 100%. Brighton, I'm going with a 3-0. That is because Everton scoring. Yes, I remember they scored last time, but
2-1. Yeah, 1-0. The game ended 4-1 in the first leg. Huh?
Yeah. So although this one, let me just go with Brighton. 3-0.
3-0, yeah. In the first leg, just as we've mentioned, the match ended 4-1 courtesy of Brighton, and Brighton were away. So right now, the Seagulls will be at home at Amex Stadium, where they just won 6-0. Then they came and won against Manchester United, and now they are coming in to face Everton. Guys, Enciso. That's a name you don't have to forget. Enciso.
Undaiv. Yeah, Enciso.
Get his photo, put it here for those who don't know. Enciso, this guy, the Paraguayan, he's from Paraguay. This guy is good. So he has a brighter future ahead. Of course, your guy who you're talking about, Dennis Undav. Dennis Undav. This guy is coming on. Dennis. In fact, it's not Dennis. It's Dennis Undav. That guy is coming in pretty well, doing well. But of course, McAllister, Mitoma, the usual match.
Usual suspects.
These guys are just doing, and of course, the new keeper in town. Still, if you play fantasy, get this guy. He's the cheapest, one of the cheapest, but most valuable player. He goes at 4.0 or 4.1. Buy him.
And he came in as a backup goalkeeper
for
Sanchez.
This is how you lose your number when you get injuries.
It is gone.
It's gone. So this is a game whereby, trust me, let me not speak much, but I'm gonna give it to Brighton. Brighton to win 2-0.
Nottingham Forest against Southampton. Now this one is a game of a relegation battle. Let me say it. Nottingham Forest, as it seems like Nottingham Forest are the better side, consistency of results compared to Southampton. Nottingham will be at home.
In the first leg, Nottingham won against Southampton 1-0. So right now, Southampton are actually position 20 at the far bottom with 24 points. In fact, we were doing some simple arithmetic here with Pogba, and the only way Southampton are going to remain in the Premier League this season, not to be relegated, is if starting in this match week, they win all of their matches. If they can win all their matches and go, if they win all their matches, because they have played 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, so 4 games remaining. If they win all of them, that will be 12 points. 12 plus 24, that will take them to 36. And that will be on assumption that teams like Leeds, Nottingham, and these other teams, like 2 extra teams, drop points or loses all their matches for them to remain safe.
Exactly.
It's not impossible. This is a league of possibilities, but it's hard. It's difficult, but difficult is not impossible. So they're facing 2 teams, relegation battle teams facing each other.
Nottingham Forest. Now, since they will be at home.
I feel Sutton will be at home, right?
No, Nottingham will be at home against Southampton.
You're sure?
Yes, very sure.
Difficult.
Difficult for Southampton.
Difficult. Though I'm seeing an away team winning, because Southampton actually, they're not happy being there.
And they need it more.
2-1 for Sutton.
2-1 for Sutton.
You said?
I did not say.
Talk to us.
I feel like Nottingham. Let me go with Southampton 2-1.
2-1, So guys, 2-1 it is. So thank you so much for keeping it the Gatekeepers TV, your #1 sporting channel across board. So it is what it is.